Hey, my peeps, locking down the truth with Marci Lock. I just had a message I wanted to share with you. I just came from a little business lunch connection, and here in San Diego, business lunches, connections, it's really more like it's meeting at a, because there's health food stores everywhere. It's like a Whole Foods green smoothie connection. And they had made a comment about, always having this intention about having their name next to mine, speaking on stage and with, Tony Robbins and some other people. And I found it interesting as I was thinking about, obviously, tomorrow's New Year's. And this is the main thing I want you to hear, okay? Is that if you love something, please go fucking do it. If you hate something, please go fucking change it. It's that simple. It's that simple. And so here's this idea of, becoming someone or, being maybe a face or a name or sharing a message or a passion or purpose. And maybe it's not even being seen in doing that. And yet there's this comparison game that we do, or this thought or ideas that keep us disconnected from actually moving forward and creating it. And when it simply comes down to, you don't have to be great and amazing to start. You just get to start to be great and to become the person. And so when we break down all these stories and these thoughts, these perceptions, like for instance, there's some things coming into my space or that I'm allowing and creating with some very big names that I literally looked up to as massive, like, their grandfathers and grandmothers, you could say, in self-empowerment industry. And I'd listened to their audios and things like that for years. And all of a sudden, I've got some opportunity to be doing events and doing some audio recordings that are going to go to the masses with some of these names. And it's like, could I have ever imagined myself in that space back when I was not in that space? No. And so if I said, well, I've got to have more knowledge, I've got to have, my program put together, I've got to have more experience, I need this to start working with people, etc., I wouldn't fucking be here. I wouldn't be living a different life experience where literally like I'm hanging in San Diego, living in my paradise and just loving life because I got to take it a step at a time to shift these little things to allow greater and greater. So this is what I mainly want you to hear. Is that so many times we tell ourselves these stories that change is hard and it's going to take a long time and it's a process. The truth is that when you see it for what it is, do you want to be happier and healthier and in more fun, easy, more light, more joy every single day? Of course you do. Of course we want more awesomeness every day. So that's the truth, is when you choose to just simply look at things as feedback and take the little tiny steps at a time, the little ahas, literally every single one of your days is going to become happier, healthier, more abundant, more joy, more love, more awesome. It's when we choose to block ourselves from the light that we're seeing from these blocks. So say, for instance, you see these parameters and these stories that you're living in. The walls are confining you to the darkness. You're choosing to stay in the shit. You're choosing to stay in the hard. You're choosing to stay in the darkness. When it's simply like, oh, when I get to break down these walls or move around them, all of a sudden the light comes in. It's just like you open a door. There was never, if you're in a dark room and you open the door, the light gets let in. You were just in lack of light because you were choosing to stay in the darkness. And so this is really the thought I want you to understand, is it's the little tiny things that allow you to become great. Because you're already great. That's the truth. You're already great. You're already amazing. You're already fucking fantastical. You're already divine son or daughter of God. You're already 37.2 trillion plus unique cells. You're uniquely your genius. You're the only one with your fingerprint. I've said this a million times over. So you're already great and amazing. You're just choosing. You're so fucking powerful. You're just choosing the experience that you want. And if it's been hard and it's been a challenge and it's been in lack and scarcity and all those things, that was just your choice. So sweetness. It's 2016 coming up, right? Like, what if every day now you just chose each day, you're choosing more fun and easy. You're choosing to reinvent yourself. You're choosing in every aspect of your life, how do I just make one tiny step? Because it's the tiny little things that create the great results. And that's where we're fucked over in society, is looking at all or none, the big picture or not. Bullshit. Just put your head the fuck down. Just what's the next step to allow you to become the person that you are already, continually expanding into the greatest version of yourself. So I just want to share with you, you're already powerful and amazing. Just what do you want to choose now? You want to choose funner, happier, easier, more health, more joy, more love every single day? Then simply be open to the feedback around you. Look at what isn't working, what you don't like, and then implement what's the tiniest little thing that I'm going to do in my relationships to make them more connected today, in my body to align to living in a rockin' body of health because I'm worthy of that, in my finances. What else would I get to do to create value for the world? Because value follows value, meaning dollars follow value. You simply ask a question and take an action and a step. And if we make it that easy, It literally is easy. So I hope you guys choose to make it easy and just reinvent yourself every day and know that you're already great and fucking amazing, but you only become that next step when you choose to take the action, choose to take the step. Love you guys. Power of choice is yours. Choose your best life. Lock it down.